Today, we are cracking open one of history's darkest secrets. You think a medieval wedding was all romance? Knights, feasts, flowers? Forget it. The reality of 1348 was a contract for survival. And for the bride, the first night wasn't a fairy tale. It was often the beginning of a nightmare. We're going to uncover why women dreaded this day more than death itself, why it was a deal paid for with their lives. So, before you get comfortable, hit that like button and subscribe. But only if you truly want to hear the stories the history books leave out. Now, dim the lights, wrap yourself up warm, and let's dive into this story together. Take a deep, slow breath in and let it go. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Let your body sink down, heavy and relaxed. Imagine the modern world fading away. No phones, no traffic noise, no endless to-do lists. It's all dissolving into the frosty air. You are drifting back in time. You are standing inside an ancient stone castle. It's quiet here. The only sound is the crackle of a fire in the hearth and the hollow howl of a winter blizzard battering the thick walls outside. You are warm. You are safe. You are just an observer, a ghost gliding through the centuries. Smell the scent of burning oak and beeswax candles. Feel the chill radiating from the stone. We are approaching a heavy door. Behind it, a destiny is being sealed. Let's step inside. Congratulations! In this story, you have just woken up on your wedding day. And it doesn't matter who you are in real life, man or woman. Today, I ask you to travel back 700 years and live this day through the eyes of a 14-year-old girl to feel exactly what she felt. You open your eyes to the dark timber beams of the ceiling, but instead of joy, your stomach twists with dread. You are 14. In our world, you'd be worried about school. Here, in 1348, you lie there praying the morning never comes. Because today, you become property. You have never spoken to your betrothed. You saw him only once, briefly, across the great hall. He is Lord Thomas. He is 42. To you, he looks ancient. He smells of ale, wood smoke, and iron. His hands are rough, scarred from 20 years of holding a sword. He has buried 2 wives already. The first died screaming in childbirth. The second simply didn't wake up one winter morning. And now, you are the third. The room is freezing. You can see your breath in the air. The door creaks open. It's your mother. She isn't smiling. She is all business. She carries the dress, dark blue velvet, stitched with real silver. Your father sold 300 acres of land for this alliance. This dress costs a fortune. But when your mother pulls it over your head, it feels like a prison. She tightens the laces, tighter and tighter. Breathing becomes hard work. This dress isn't for comfort. It's to show your value. You are not a person today. You are a trophy on a shelf, a symbol of wealth, a peace treaty made of flesh and blood. Your mother turns you to the mirror. She pinches your pale cheeks to make them pink. For a second, you think she might hug you, tell you you'll be safe, but she just sighs. Do your duty, she says. Do not shame us. That is all you are, a duty. Suddenly, the bell tolls. Bong, bong, bong. The deep sound vibrates through the floor. For the guests, it's a celebration. For you, it's a countdown. You look one last time at your room. The doll in the corner, the girl who lived here, is gone. You take a breath against the pain in your ribs, and you walk out the door. While you sit there in the chapel, listening to Latin words you don't understand, your mind drifts back to yesterday. Just yesterday, you were a child. You remember running through the orchard at your father's estate, the smell of apples rotting in the grass, the way the autumn sun felt warm on your face. You remember your nursemaid, old Martha, brushing your hair by the fire. She told you stories about dragons and fairies. She told you that marriage was a grand adventure. She lied. You look down at your hands, resting in your lap. They look so small, against the dark blue velvet. You wonder if you will ever see that orchard again. You wonder if you'll ever feel the sun on your face without worrying about who is watching you. This castle, this new home, it feels like a fortress built to keep people in, not just to keep enemies out. The stone walls are damp. The tapestries are old and smell of dust. Even the dogs here look meaner, sleeping by the fire with one eye open. You realize that you are alone, truly alone. There is no one here who knows your favorite song. No one who knows that you are afraid of thunderstorms. No one who knows that you hate the taste of turnips. To them, you are just the wife, a function, a role to be played. And now, the feast. Hollywood shows us a party. Laughter, music, dancing. But for you, sitting at the high table, it is an endurance test. The Great Hall is packed. Hundreds of people. The heat is suffocating. The air is thick with the smell of roasted venison, spilled wine, and unwashed bodies. Your new husband sits beside you. He is drinking heavily. He laughs loudly with his soldiers slamming his goblet on the table. He hasn't looked at you once. You are supposed to eat, to look fertile and healthy, but you can't swallow. Every bite of rich meat feels like a stone in your throat. You watch the guests. They are getting drunker, louder. Some are pointing at you, winking at your husband, making crude jokes. You don't catch all the words, but you understand the tone. They are talking about the bedding ceremony. Your blood runs cold. You've heard the whispers, the tradition where the guests, drunk, rowdy, and shouting, escort the couple all the way to the bedchamber to witness the union, to make sure you actually get into bed. Privacy? In the Middle Ages, it's a myth. Even your most terrified, intimate moment is a spectator sport. You wish you could melt into the stone floor, but the drums are beating faster. The music is swelling. And you know the time has come. You steal a glance at him again. Lord Thomas. He is tearing meat off a bone with his teeth. Grease shines on his beard. You try to imagine what he was like as a boy. Did he ever run through an orchard? Did he ever have a mother who brushed his hair? It seems impossible. He looks like he was carved out of the same gray rock as this castle. Suddenly, he turns. He catches you staring. You freeze. Your heart hammers against your ribs like a trapped bird. His eyes are dark, unreadable. He doesn't smile. He doesn't offer you a piece of fruit or a kind word. He just looks at you, assessing you like a farmer looking at a new horse he just bought at the market, checking for flaws, checking for strength. Then he grunts, turns back to his soldiers, and calls for more wine. You let out a breath you didn't know you were holding. He isn't cruel. Not yet. He is just indifferent. And somehow, that is worse. Cruelty you can fight. Indifference? Indifference erases you. Suddenly, hands are grabbing you, not roughly, but with a chaotic, drunken joy. The women surround you, pulling you up from the bench. The men surround your husband, cheering and slapping his back. It's a procession, a noisy, chaotic parade winding up the narrow stone spiral stairs. You are pushed along. You can barely feel your legs moving. The stairs are cold, but the crowd is hot. They push you into the master chamber. This room, this is where your life will happen now. It's large, drafty, and smells of dried lavender and stale smoke. The women start to undress you right there in front of everyone. They are laughing, teasing you about what comes next. They strip away the velvet dress, the heavy layers. You stand there in your simple linen shift, shivering, not just from the cold. Your husband is being stripped by his men on the other side of the room. Then you are ushered into the bed. The sheets are freezing. They smell of herbs used to keep the moths away. Your husband climbs in beside you. His skin is hot from the wine. The priest comes forward. He sprinkles holy water on the bed, on you, on him. He blesses the union. He blesses your womb. It feels less like a blessing and more like a sealing of a tomb. Finally, someone shouts for everyone to leave. The crowd groans, laughing, but they slowly shuffle out. The heavy door slams shut. The iron bolt slides home with a loud clank. Silence falls over the room, heavy. Sudden, the only sound is the wind outside and the heavy breathing of the stranger beside you. You pull the covers up to your chin. You stare at the dying embers in the fireplace, and you wait. But then something strange happens. The anticipation, the dread building up in your mind for weeks, it was a towering monster. But the reality is just quiet. The act itself passes. It is awkward. It is uncomfortable. It is devoid of the romance poets write about. But it is not the end of the world. It is simply life. And now, lying there in the dark, the terrifying Lord Thomas is asleep. The man you feared is now just a heavy, warm shape beside you. He starts to snore, a low, rhythmic rumble that shakes the bed frame slightly. Suddenly, he doesn't seem like a monster anymore. He seems human, older, tired. The fire in the hearth has burned down to glowing red embers. You stare at them, wrapping the heavy furs tighter around your shoulders. You are still here. You are still you. The storm outside is still howling, but it cannot touch you. Your heart rate begins to slow down. The adrenaline fades, leaving you exhausted, heavy. You realize that the worst part, the unknown, is over. You have crossed the threshold. You are no longer a child waiting at the door. You are a wife inside the room. And in that realization, there is a strange, heavy comfort. And for the first time in days, you drift. Light wakes you, pale, gray winter light filtering through the narrow slit of the window. The storm has passed. The wind has died down. The room is freezing cold. The water in the basin has a thin layer of ice on top, but you are warm. Under the pile of woolen furs, the door opens. It is the women again, your mother. The nursemaids, they come to check, to inspect. In the modern world, this would be a violation. Here, it is a formality, a necessity to seal the contract. They see the evidence on the sheets. They nod. They smile. It is done. The treaty is sealed. Your mother looks at you. Her shoulders relax. The worry lines on her forehead smooth out. She squeezes your hand. "Good girl," she whispers. And just like that, the tension that has held the entire castle in a grip for weeks simply evaporates. The servants are already bringing in trays of bread and warm ale. Someone is adding fresh logs to the fire, stoking it back to life. The smell of wood smoke fills the room again. Safe, familiar. You survived the night, and now the day belongs to you. A few hours later, a steward approaches you. He bows low, lower than he did yesterday. Yesterday, you were a guest. Today, you are the lady of the house. In his hands, he holds a heavy iron ring. On it are keys. Big, heavy, iron keys. Keys to the pantry. Keys to the wine cellar. Keys to the linen chests. Keys to the treasury. He places them in your hands. They are cold and heavy. The metal smells of age. You clip them to your belt. They jingle as you walk. Clink, Clink, clink. That sound is the sound of power. You look around the great hall. The servants are waiting for your orders. What will be served for dinner? Which tapestries should be cleaned? How much wood should be stored for winter? You realize something profound. Lord Thomas might wield the sword. He might ride out to war. But you hold the keys. You control the food, the warmth, the comfort. Without you, this castle stops functioning. You are not just a piece of property anymore. You are the CEO of a massive enterprise. You stand a little taller. You touch the cold iron at your waist. You have a job to do, and you are going to be good at it. Years pass. The terrified 14-year-old girl fades into memory. In her place stands a strong, capable woman. You learn to manage the accounts. You learn to handle Lord Thomas's moods, mostly by feeding him well and letting him sleep. You have children. You watch them run through the same orchard you once dreamed of. The fear of that first night is gone, replaced by the quiet satisfaction of survival, of endurance. History remembers the battles. It remembers the kings and the dates of wars, but it often forgets the quiet victories. The victory of keeping a castle warm through a brutal winter. The victory of raising a family in a harsh world. The victory of turning a cold stone prison into a home. You did that. Thousands of women did that. Silent, strong, enduring, like the stone walls themselves. And now, look at you. In your time, in your bed, you have your own keys, your own sanctuary. The struggles of the medieval bride are not yours to carry. You can put them down now. They are just stories, echoes in the halls of time. You are safe here. You are free. The castle is sleeping now. The fire has burned down to soft gray ash. The snow outside is falling gently, blanketing the world in silence. White, soft, quiet. Imagine the snow falling on the roof of the castle, covering the stone. Imagine it falling on your own roof, wherever you are, protecting you, hiding you from the world. There is nothing left to do today. No keys to carry, no duties to fulfill, only rest, deep, ancient rest. Let the darkness wrap around you. Safe, warm, loved. Sleep now. Sleep good night.